matching rings. So that brings us on to the beautiful, your choice here of the earrings or the ring under item 080588. Now, both appraised at the lowest of 3 outside appraisers of $2,300, or excuse me, $2,530. Whoa. Whoa, okay, so that is dramatically to be able to get this. I mean, yes, again, a big investment, but with the 5 flex pays, with the 9 months, take advantage of that. VIP, the HSN charge card, that would be $110, and you still, as always, have our wonderful return policy that we offer here at HSN. We make it so simple.
Exactly.
Really
and I am actually going to tell you, you know, the fact is that yes, you're spending what is to be considered purchase $989.98, but I always go back to the price per wear. How many times are you going to wear this? And even if you look at the flex pays and you think to yourself, okay, how much do I spend on coffee every month? How much do I spend on water? How much do I spend on that lunch salad? Well, let's face it, you could have coffee, or you could say to yourself, you know what, I'm treating myself to pink diamonds, and I'm going to still have these in like 50 years.
Right.
And you're not going to have that coffee in 15 years. And if it's still there, you are going to be drinking it. It's not good for you.
That's very, very true. This as an engagement ring, I'm just looking at this now.
Gorgeous.
I mean, remember the famous
that
pink diamond.
famous pink diamond engagement
Not that
ring.
this is that, but that, you know, again, it was the most requested of all colored diamonds after that.
After that, yes.
And nobody could get them because they're just so highly priced. So we're showing you again the design from the sketch to the CAD.
Now here's where you can really see, I hope your television monitor is really picking up that delicate pink that you're seeing here, because I think that this one, at least on the monitor I'm looking at, is really so true to the color that you're going to get. That gorgeous, as Lynn just said a little while ago, that ballet slipper, very delicate pink.
Really beautiful. So total carat weight between the earrings and the ring, we're looking at a full 1/2 carat.
Right,
So,
so that's significant.